suppers for summertime, really any time of the year, but you know, obviously we like to grill outside. So today we are going to be making a cheddar stuffed burger. We're going to make some grilled corn, which I love. It's so good. In the summertime, I could eat it every day. And then we're going to have a cool and refreshing watermelon and feta cheese salad. So I'm actually going to get started on the corn first. Now, I have a grill over here that I have turned on and let it be preheating, and we're going to get our corn ready. Now, I like to use the disposable and non-stick aluminum foil for this. I had some out here a few minutes ago and it all blew away, so I want to be careful. You could also use the corn that's in the shuck. Just trim maybe the bottom off of it a little bit, make it more flat. Soak it for like 30 minutes in some water, and then just put it shock and all on the grill. But the corn at the store I was at just didn't look that great, so I thought I'll just get this, and I wrap it in aluminum foil with nothing on it yet. So we're just going to wrap each ear in a sheet of aluminum foil, and let me grab a little thing here, and I'll just put them in here as I do them, and then we'll open up the grill and put them on the grill. You could also do this in your oven. A lot of times, you know, in the wintertime, or maybe it's just rainy or I don't want to be outside, then I will do this very recipe just like this and put it in my oven. Either way works. But if you've never had grilled corn, you are in for a treat. It is really delicious. So I'm just going to, this has been washed, obviously, and cleaned. Let's see if I got enough. I think I might need one more sheet. You want to make sure for this that you do use a good aluminum foil, not a real thin aluminum foil, because it just will rip and tear. But the good, and I like the non-stick. I think that's one of the best inventions that's come along or in a very long time. I love it. I use it all the time. One more sheet of that. And in the summertime or spring, you know, whenever the weather cooperates, I grill out a whole lot. I love, love, love to grill. So let's go over to our grill. It's hot, very hot as a matter of fact. And I'm just going to lay these, they're hot. Let me set this down. This is a very, very warm grill. I'm just going to put these straight on the grate, and then every few minutes we rotate it. It's just that simple, but it is so good. Delicious. Let's put those there. And I'm just gonna let that go. Come on, you don't roll on me. I need that for the burgers. Let's shut that down. I'm actually gonna move that off of there because that grill heat coming out, it's pretty hot. So let's get started on our burgers. I have here just some, I like ground chuck for hamburgers. I don't really like really, really lean, like 90–95% lean beef. There's no fat in it. Fat is flavor. And I think it ends up dry. It ends up like a hockey puck, and who wants to eat that? I do not. Now, because I'm outside and I do not have a sink out here, then I'm gonna put on some gloves, just for the sake of the program here, so that my hands aren't touching raw meat. But I have, I got, I don't know, probably 2–2.5 pounds of ground chuck. Now, you use whatever amount that you need. And I just chose this Grill Mates hamburger seasoning. You can use whatever you want. I like it to be well seasoned. This particular one has salt and pepper in it, so I do not need to add any salt and pepper. And I am gonna add just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a little bit, a couple tablespoons maybe. And I'm gonna mix all that up. And we're gonna make stuffed burgers, which is really good. But what you'll need to do, don't overwork your hamburger meat. If you do that, it just gets tough. Now, you will need 2 thin patties for each burger. So and these, by the way, are just little disposable paper cutting boards. They're perfect for something like this. So I just want to form it into a round patty. You want them to be about the same size. Now on my little tray here, I have a little scraper. So as I form them, I'm gonna put them over there. Want them to be about the same size and shape. You want them thin for this because remember, there's gonna be 2 of them. I'll show you in just a minute. You make as many as you need. If you wanted to use ground turkey or ground chicken for this, you could. I would make sure that I had maybe add some fat to it because it's very lean and I think they can become really dry. So if you want to use ground turkey, first of all, make sure it's not ground turkey or ground chicken breast. You want it to be a mixture of the dark meat and the white meat because the white meat can be very dry. And then I would add my seasonings to it, just like we're doing here. But then I would add either maybe a little bit of vegetable oil, canola oil, or something like that, avocado oil, just to give it a little bit of fat so that it, number one, doesn't stick to the grill, but also that it doesn't end up being really, really dry. All right. Tell you what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna keep pattying these out. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything else. And when I come back, I'll show you how we stuff these burgers and how we get them on the grill. So I'm just gonna do that. We're just gonna keep pattying them out and then we'll stuff them and we'll get them on the grill and let them go. The corn actually takes longer than the burgers. So that's why I went ahead and did the corn on the grill. We're gonna need to turn that corn too. So we're just gonna patty these out. And when I come back, we'll stuff them and get them on the grill. I'll be back in just a minute. Alrighty, now, I've got my patties. I went ahead and stuffed some just so you don't have to watch me do so many, but I want to show you what to do. I'm using sliced cheddar cheese, but you could use really and truly any kind of cheese that you like. But what you want to do is get the cheese in the middle of the burger patty and leave an edge. Then take your second patty, put it on top of it, and then take your fingers and press those edges together to seal in that cheese. Now that being said, you could put anything you want inside those burgers. You could put some grilled onions, you could put mushrooms, you could use Swiss cheese, you could use mozzarella, you could put anything you wanted in there. I mean, you really can. But the key is make sure that your cheese is the center of the burger. Got a gnat. He says, let me have some of that burger. This is why you kind of want to make those patties a little thin because, as you can see, they grow. This makes a main dish. I mean, you could even eat this without the bun if you wanted to. It's up to you. All right, now I ended up with 5. Whew. My nose is itching. Got a gnat over here after me. Now, make sure that your grill is hot and it is seasoned. I like to spray mine, if I can find it, with some nonstick spray, but make sure you stand back when you do that, because as you can see, it will float up, but the flames will, but I don't want that on me. So, carefully, you want to add your burgers to your grill. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. Making sure those edges are wiped, not wiped, but sealed. We're also going to turn our corn. I don't want that cheese to burn, so I'll take that off. I love to grill in the summertime. I really do. I love to grill outside. And at my house, I actually have several different kinds of grills. I have a gas grill, also have a charcoal grill, and for Christmas a couple of years ago, my boys bought me one of those flat top griddles. Oh, I love that thing so very, very much. Key, when you are outside in the heat, in the sun, make sure you stay hydrated. I have here just a cup with some water in it because you will get hot very quickly. So I am going to sprinkle the top of my burgers with just a touch of salt. I'm actually, I think, going to remove this right here, if I can, because it's in my way. Maybe I won't. Maybe we will. We just force it, won't we? Let's get our thing here. There we go. And I'm just going to put that down here for the moment because it's in my way. Well, I'm going to finish my salting here. Got a couple I didn't get. Now, make sure you turn your grill, your corn, you know, give it a 180-degree turn this first time. And when I'm cooking burgers or anything that has fat in it, I don't like to close my lid down because I find the flames just really will shoot up and make a mess and maybe even burn your food. So there we go. There's our burgers and our corn. That's just coming along so beautifully. Can you hear that sizzle? Let's see if I can get down in there. Ooh, smells so good. All right, we're gonna let that go. Now, let's talk about some salad. In the summertime, I've always been like this. I like it. I like to eat lighter. I like lighter weight foods, things like watermelon and salads and just lighter foods of burgers and that kind of thing. And it just, you know, and this is no exception. Now, I adore watermelon. And I eat it just like this. But sometimes, you know, you want to do something a little bit different. You want to have a salad. Let's get my knife out of here. You need a large knife for cutting a watermelon. Look at that beautiful watermelon. That's gorgeous. Now, what I like to do is get a flat surface. Safer that way. I cut it in half. And you know, the key, any produce, it doesn't matter what it is, any produce. The key is when you get it home, go ahead and prep it, cut it up, get it ready to go in the refrigerator. That's when it's going to get eaten. If you have a whole watermelon sitting in there, very few people, none I know, are going to take the time to cut it. So it's best just to go ahead and prep it when you get it home. This is a beautiful watermelon. And what you want to do, you can do it melon balls and you do round, or you can just cut it into squares. And what you want to do is cut off the edge here, the rind, the green rind, and then cut it into squares. Alrighty, now we're gonna flip these burgers. We'll go back to the watermelon in just a second. I'm rotating the corn again. You wanna rotate it, you know, several times. And these burgers are ready to be flipped over. I flipped one, and I was like, woo, they're ready to go. They look delicious too. Let me just tell you, they look delicious. All right, so you wanna flip your burgers. Oh, look how good. Now that's a beautiful burger. Okay? Now, I left the grill up so that it would not overcook it, would not burn it. It's just, that's perfect. Oh, I cannot wait to eat that. So let's get back to our watermelon. I did not bring my other little scraper out here. Well, that's okay. I'll put the cut watermelon. I'm not used to having my stuff in different places. So we will, as I cut the watermelon, put it in here. Did you know, by the way, that you can grill watermelon? Take the slabs and put it on the grill. It's really good. Then maybe drizzle it with a little honey, some sugar, brown sugar, orange juice, whatever you want, but it's really good. If you've never had grilled watermelon, I highly suggest. I think we need to taste it. That's a good one. All righty. Let's get a little bit more cut. I love watermelon. And because it literally has so much water in it, it keeps you hydrated. So it's actually a really good thing to have in the summertime. But what I do at home, even if I'm not making a salad, I will go ahead and cut my watermelon up just like this and put it in a container like this with a lid. And that way, whoever wants it can just nibble on it, and it's delicious. All righty. Okay. Now, I think that's probably enough for my salad. Okay. We'll cut up the rest and have it later. Now you want to have a cucumber. Now, here's where you can use your own judgment. If you want to use the original recipe that I did a long time ago, I had baby spinach and arugula, but I saw this beautiful organic spring mix and I thought, that's just perfect. But you can use whatever kind of lettuce blend that you like. And what we want to do is put some of our watermelon cubes in there. Okay. We are going to, oh, can't wait to eat that watermelon. I am going to sprinkle that with just a little bit of salt. I'm one of those people that likes salt on my watermelon. I have here a cucumber, just an English cucumber. If you are lucky enough to have a garden, then by all means, use your garden fresh cucumbers. Cut it into bite-sized pieces. You can add anything else you want to this. My little scooper's dirty. I think about half of that is plenty. Okay. Then your feta cheese crumbles. If you don't like feta, you can use blue cheese. You could use cubed up cheddar, English cheese, whatever you like. I just really like feta. And I think that watermelon and feta is a match made in heaven in my book, but as much or as little as you like. Then we are gonna eat that cucumber. Check your burgers. Oh yeah, they look so good. We're going to zest a lemon because the zest holds a lot of flavor. Could somebody bring me out here my little metal scraper that's on my kitchen? You know, that I move veggies with? You know the one I'm talking about? Somebody could bring me that. They can hear me. Be great. Actually, I think I'm gonna zest both my lemons. It's here, I've scrubbed these lemons, so I know they're clean. The zest really has so much flavor, so much, just the oils, any kind of citrus, orange, lemon, lime, whatever you have, grapefruit zest, it's all really good, all right? Now, remember our trick, we always want to roll your citrus before you juice it. And I brought out my little juicer. Gonna put that. Now, I'm going to squeeze my lemons into my container that I'm gonna make my dressing. There's nothing like fresh citrus juice. That's perfect, thank you. They brought me my little, this is the handiest little tool. By the way, I was in the Dollar Tree the other day and saw these. So if you don't have one, the metal ones like that are at the Dollar Tree. Whole lot cheaper. So we're gonna add our lemon juice. The juice of, I like really lemony stuff, so 2 lemons. Our citrus, some rice vinegar, rice wine vinegar, or just rice vinegar. I like the seasoned, but you can use whatever kind you like. And some olive oil, or a lot of olive oil. Oh well. Hey, we just have extra dressing. It's okay. I will wipe it off my face though. All right. Some salt and pepper. Tell me that's never happened to you. It does, it's okay. It just will make extra dressing, which is not a problem. Whisk it all together. I do like to taste for seasoning, so I will have a little spoon. That's good. That really is very, very good. Needs a little more acidity because we have so much olive oil. So I'm gonna add a little bit more vinegar. This, by the way, is delicious. Take a cucumber, slice it, and then pour that over it. Really good. All right. Now take a little bit of your dressing and pour over your salad. Now you tell me that's not summer in a bowl. It's delicious looking. All right, let's check our food. Our corn. Our burgers look phenomenal. So let's check our burgers. Let's give them one more flip. I think they're about ready. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum. If you don't have a grill, I think I actually want to get more on that other side. If you do not have a grill, you could make these burgers and just cook them inside on a cast iron skillet or any skillet that you have. Would be delicious. Remember, anytime you're outside, sunscreen up and hydrate. Keep yourself hydrated with water. Not Coke, not tea, water. If you want to add a little flavor to it, go right ahead. All righty, everything is cooked, so let's get it together. Here is our corn. I just took it off the grill and took it out of the foil, and you see the charring? That's exactly what you want. And what I like to do is put some butter on there. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to eat this corn. My butter is really soft. Out here in this heat. And then a little bit of salt for me. That's how I like my corn on the cob. And I want you to look at these burgers. They look amazing. Oh, so good. Whatever kind of bun you like, whatever kind of toppings you like, up to you. Me, I'm a lettuce, and it needs to be leaf, not shredded, ketchup, and a lot of pickles. So if you're doing a picnic, what you want to do is like maybe have your toppings set in a bowl and let everybody dress it themselves. Here's our wonderful salad. I cannot wait to dig in. But here you go, a delicious, easy, very good, quick grilled dinner. Thank you for joining with me, and I will see you next time on Everyday Manna.